I still don't edit clips. Hi. This is probably going to be a video response to babaloo42 in the United States. And you know, sometimes things happen to you that you can't explain, and they're not terrifying, dramatic, weird things. And you know, you think about them and you wonder what was going on. And this is my experience, and I call it the 2 BEEPS experience, or the BEEPS. It was 2008, and I had been very sick. And at the beginning of 2008, I had been stabilized for a week in a public hospital, and then sent to a nice place to die. They just said, forget it, you know, there's nothing we can do for you. So I said, fine. And the first 6 weeks there were really rough, but then I started to get better. It was near the end of my time there, so this must have been maybe March of 2008, because I left that place April 7th of that year. And I woke up one morning in my room. It was a private room, and I heard a beep when I fully came to consciousness. It wasn't a hypnopompic hallucination, I don't think. If it was delayed a bit, which could be. That's entirely possible. A hypnopompic hallucination is one that you get when you wake up, if I understand correctly, and hypnagogic is when you're falling asleep or you are already asleep, or it could be some sort of sleep apnea thing during the day. Whatever. I was awake, but I felt okay, and I was just lying there, and my eyes opened, and I heard a beep, as though something were recording my consciousness, noting, like a monitoring device. And I was in a hospice, and but it wasn't I wasn't in, like, attached to things or anything. I was in a nice room in a chateau, in a maison de santé, and there weren't any medical devices there, except I do have severe sleep apnea, and there was a ventilator there. But it's never beeped. I've asked the technicians since, can it beep? They weren't aware that it could. I don't know what that was. It seemed to just be sort of coming from the middle of this nice private room with a private bath I had in a lovely chateau. And it was about 3 seconds long maximum. And it was as though also a program were being selected and started. Like, okay guys, she's awake now, start monitoring and get that program going. You know, this is what she's going to see today, or I don't know. It sounds really crazy. Then later in 2008, I was here in this apartment. I was back home. I was back living a pretty normal life. And I heard the beep again in the large bedroom where I sleep. And again, the sleep apnea machine, the ventilator was there. The beep was exactly the same, not similar, exactly the same. About 3 seconds long maximum, and seemed to just sort of be disembodied in the room. I mean, it was loud, it was clear. There was no doubt in my mind that I was hearing this. It was a different place. It was an entirely different place. And I got up. I was okay both times, you know. I mean, I didn't see anything, but I was thinking, wow, it's as though if you're really sick or something and you're hooked up to monitors, you know, you might hear beeps and stuff like that. It was kind of like that, but not really. And sort of as though, well, okay, she's awake now, let's start monitoring her and see what she does today. Get this program running. I know it sounds really kooky, and it was just 2 times. I haven't heard those 2 beeps since. I did some postings on this on the UFO Casebook, one of those fora for, you know, web fora, so that people can discuss things, chat, whatever, under the name Slow Motion. If you want to search for any of my posts, if this interests you that much. It's really not very interesting, but babaloo42 had kind of a strange experience where for a second he was driving his truck and he didn't know where he was, who he was, what the truck was, what planet it was, nothing. And at least he had the sense to stay calm and say to himself, whoever himself was, I don't think he knew, just stay calm, go along with it, don't panic, you'll figure it out. And he became aware and he remembered and stuff soon thereafter. So I wonder if any of you have ever heard these beeps. I'm kind of glad it was something like 5 years ago already that this happened. I can't explain it. I do wonder what it was. I've been looking and listening ever since for something like that. I've only had a few within the past few years. I can think of one hypnopompic hallucination when I woke up, completely benign. I kind of laughed to myself and said, oh, that's cute. But I'm not given to this sort of thing. I suppose I am a little bit kooky, weird, what the French would call un peu spécial, which is a euphemism for nuts. But really, I don't know what to make of that. It wasn't typical of my experience. And no, I did not have a huge paranoid feeling like they're watching me, they're monitoring me. I don't feel that way. I'm not sure that I ever have, except for normal stuff where I knew people were watching me and monitoring me. So let me know what you think. All right. See you later, I hope. Bye.